What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Tristan Reacts. Got another video for you guys today. Today we're going to be reacting to Ron White, I Got Thrown Out of a Bar. This is from the official Ron White YouTube page. There's going to be a link in the description below. Make sure you go show him some love, subscribe, whatever. Do your own thing. Check out his videos. Oh, this was a suggestion from someone a while back to check out Ron White. So I did, and I haven't seen him yet. I just picked up his channel, and I'm going to watch this for the first time and see what he's got. So without further ado, let's see what Ron has for us today.
I got thrown out of a bar in New York City.
Is that anything new? I've been thrown out too, many times.
Now, when I say I got thrown out of a bar, I don't mean somebody asked me to leave. We walked to the door together, and I said, bye, everybody, I gotta go. 6 bouncers hurled me out of a nightclub like I was a Frisbee. Those big old bouncers that go home every night, watch Roadhouse, and beat off. You know what I'm talking about? Patrick Swayze's hitting another guy. For wearing a hat. I walk into a bar with a hat on. This guy real pissy goes, took off the hat. I'm like, what's the deal? He goes, I'll tell you what the deal is. Faggots in this area wear hats. We're trying to keep them out of our club. I'm like, oh, really? The only way we could tell down south is if they have their hair cut like yours.
The only way you can tell down south is when they have a haircut like yours. It's funny how cultural things change depending on where you're at.
And he got all pissed. But he walked away, and I took the hat off, and like an hour later, I'd been drinking, and I forgot. You ever forget? Happened to me. I put the hat back on. The guy comes over to me. Now, I'm between 6'1" and 6'6", depending on which convenience store I'm leaving. I weigh 235 pounds. This guy comes over to me, poking me in the shoulder with 2 fingers, says, you're out of here. I'm like, I don't think so, Scooter. And I was wrong. They hurled my ass. And then they squared off with me in the parking lot, and I backed down from the fight because I don't know how many of them it would have taken to whip my ass. But I knew how many they were going to use. It's a handy little piece of information to have right there. Overkill. Well, they called the police because we broke a chair on the way out the door, and I refused to pay for it. And the cops showed up, and at that point, I had the right to remain silent, but I didn't have the ability.
I had the right to remain silent. I just didn't have the ability. That's like me, bro. Yeah, you can remain silent. I ain't gonna shut up when I got something I gotta say. The
cop says, Mr. White, you are being charged with drunk in public. I was like, hi. I was drunk in a bar. They threw me into public.
Exactly. You know, so bars are legal. You go in there, you get drunk, you go out in public, they can charge you for public intoxication. When you're in a bar legally, you go out in public, they can take you to jail. What is that all about? I mean, I get it. I'm all against like driving, you know, while you're intoxicated and everything. But bars are legal. You go in there, you get drunk, you walk out, now you're in public. So a cop can sit there and arrest you for public intoxication because you left the bar. That doesn't make any sense. What are you going to do, sleep in there all night?
I don't want to be drunk in public. I want to be drunk in a goddamn bar, which is perfectly legal. Arrest them.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't arrest them. Instead, they call in for my arrest record. There's some good news. Satellites are linking up in outer space. Computer banks at NASA are kicking on. There's a telegraph in Fritch, Texas going beep 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 beep.
Audience doesn't even seem to realize what he's doing. He's doing Morse code. You can hear them losing it. They're like, I don't know, what's he doing? It's Morse code.
This part takes a while. Shorthand. Beep. Now, I told you that story to tell you this story. When I was 17 years old, I was arrested for being drunk in public.
What's new? I'm drunk right now. I'm drunk right now doing this video. But I'm in my house.
Seemed to be a pattern. If you knew Morse code, you would already know that.
They call back to the Morse code. Because what he did is realize that they weren't catching on to what he was doing. He was doing the beep, 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 beep. So he used it. Said if you knew Morse code, you would know that already. Because they weren't listening to the joke. They're like, what is he? He's just doing a lot of beeps. No, he ain't doing a lot of beeps. Learn your shit.
If you knew Morse code, you would already know that. And one DWI, which was a bogus charge because it turns out they were stopping every vehicle traveling down that particular sidewalk.
Sidewalk?
And that's profiling, I believe. And the drunken public charge.
Sorry, guys, if you see some smoke happen, I'm sorry. I have to vape when I make videos. I can't sit here all and not drink and make vape. I vape, so I can't do it. I gotta have my luxuries while I'm making these videos. So hopefully it's not distracting. But all right, let's get back to it. Let's go.
And the drunken public charge and Fritz, the arresting officer, who I had literally known all my life. You know what I mean? This guy lived 4 doors down from me in a town of less than 400 people. We've met. He takes me to jail. When we get there, he asked me if I have any aliases, and I was just being a smart ass and said, yeah, they call me Tater Salad. 17 years later in New York City, I'm handcuffed on a bench with blood coming out of my nose. And this cop goes, are you Ron Tater Salad White? You caught me. You caught the tater. You can take down those roadblocks now. I call my son Tater Tot. And Poot.
That's it? That was kind of short. I don't know why it was so short, but I enjoyed that. Maybe I need to find the full show. This was a comment from someone to check him out. I did. He's pretty funny, man. If you want to see me react to more Ron White, you want to see more Ron White content on this channel, let me know. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm going to leave a description below to his official YouTube channel. Make sure you go show him some love. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on this video. And let me know any other videos I should watch. If more Ron White, you want me to check out more Ron White, I'll do it. But like I said to you guys the other day, I am working on movie reactions. They take a lot longer to get out because, you know, you got to clear it through copyright after you do it and everything. I did 2 movie reactions. I ain't gonna tell you what movies they are. You just have to see them when I release them. They're in the middle of getting cleared from copyright right now. Anyway, if you want to see more Ron White, let me know in the comments below. Make sure, like I said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to this channel. Share it if you want to. Any other comedians I should check out? List them in the comments below, and I'll check them out too. Other than that, guys, wherever you are in the world, day, night, whatever, if you have a good night, have a good day. And I'll see you guys in the next video, all right? Take care. Peace.